the clear position of mine, it's a team. When I have to talk, you can be sure I will speak, but I will also capitalize on the fact that I'm fortunate to have
And you're saying,
someone
you're,
that's
you're saying, you're saying does
Mrs. Beckles Robinson, I
Yes.
just want to ask, now that you've been officially installed as the opposition leader,
Yes.
who are your picks for senator? We've
I
had
have
reports.
not, when the parliament is open, so I still have some time, and I haven't yet. I will, of course, there are only 6 picks, and definitely I'll be having one from Tobago. Of course, one will balance experience, you want to bring in some new faces, so I have not yet made the decision as it relates to the Senate.
What are your thoughts about the government's new ministries that they've made some adjustments to in terms of like planning, how they've made changes to national security? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm waiting to see whether those changes will bring benefits. We have made changes sometimes in terms of names, but at the end of the day, the issues do not change and the expectations. I'm waiting to see exactly. I have learned that you need to look at the schedule. It's not just a name. What does the schedule say in terms of every government minister? That I have not seen as yet. And once I've seen that, I will be in a better position to comment.
Any cabinet picks concern you?
Given that there's no political leader at this time, of the party, will you be limiting your role to opposition leader, or will you be taking a leadership role across the party? One, we've heard from 2 former ministers so far since this new government has taken office. We've heard from 2 former ministers, Minister Stuart Young and also Alison West earlier today. We've heard from the women saying they haven't heard from you on certain occurrences and so on.
I have taken a very clear position to speak after I am officially sworn. I always tell myself I'm a lawyer first, and I understand my role and responsibility. Now that I have been sworn in, yes, you will be hearing from me. But the truth is that there are certain matters that came out in the public domain that my colleagues, Minister Young and Minister West, wanted to respond to that directly affected their term in office, and yes, they responded. As it relates to the People's National Movement, we do have a structure. We are a party that's 60 years old, so that even though you have had some resignations, it does not affect the function of the party. I am the leader of the opposition. I have served in several levels in the party, so I will be assisting where possible to ensure that the People's National Movement is back on track and that we return to government in the shortest possible time.
Do you have any concerns about any of the cabinet picks like Arnold Roberts or anybody that you feel is being put in ministries where they might?
Well, let us accept that the Prime Minister has the exclusive jurisdiction in selecting the cabinet. We, as a party, and we have as an opposition, we have a responsibility. We're going to wait and see exactly what they are bringing before us. They were on the campaign trail, and we heard a number of things. But we are waiting for when the parliament opens, we are waiting for the legislation, we are waiting for the legislative agenda, and it matters not what ministry they are in. We are waiting to hear what they are proposing to Trinidad and Tobago. We are waiting to hear whether all these promises that they said in the public domain, whether it's going to materialize, and we will be ready to respond.
Do you have any comments on the Prime Minister since the office moving from home?
Well, same and except the issue of the fact that they indicated that Whitehall is unfit. Now, we had our cabinet meeting there just 2 weeks ago. We have had cabinet there for quite a long time. So I'm fascinated. I'm waiting to hear exactly what is it that makes Whitehall unfit.
The current Minister of Curriculum Affairs, Mr. Super, has also indicated that the office is too small for staff, so they're also looking at perhaps expanding or relocating. Any comments on that?
Well, it is for them to bring to the public and give us some more information about that. When you talk about unfit, and the fact that it's, the Prime Minister cannot operate out of there, I'm sure the public is waiting for some more information. I am. We operated out of there and we were very comfortable. And as far as I know, even from 2015, if I'm correct, we used Whitehall. From time to time, we would use the diplomatic center. But I'm not aware of any issue as it relates to the unfitness of Whitehall.
One last question.
In terms of the government's legislative agenda, the Prime Minister would have said a number of things like stand your ground laws, basically Firearms Act. Is the opposition prepared to support those bills?
Well, I haven't seen the bill. I mean, it's the concept of stand your ground. We know that is one of the legislation that exists in some parts of the world, some, for example, some parts of the United States. But we need to see the bill. I'm not just going to say, I mean, you talk about stand your ground, but what exactly does that mean? The truth is that all matters related to crime, it's a serious concern for every single citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. As a responsible opposition, I've made it very clear that we are willing to sit, we are willing to collaborate, we are willing to listen, but we need to see the legislation first. And I